before. We hired 2 non-Muslim companies to go up and down the country to interview and question non-Muslims about Islam and Muslims. Unprecedented, never happened before. So this is going to their mind. Now someone may ask, Akhi, we just have Quran and Sunnah, we don't need to ask them questions. But I believe if we have a little bit of a deeper understanding of Quran and Sunnah, it justifies why we need this research. Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahaba, may Allah be pleased with them all, when they spoke to the Arabs, they knew how to speak to them because they were the Arabs, they were the Quraysh. We live in a heterogeneous society now. We come from ethnic backgrounds, we come from economic migrant backgrounds. We're enclosed in our communities, not knowing the other. So the research enables us to go back to the reality of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when we speak to them, we know who we're speaking to. So brothers and sisters, we've done a lot, alhamdulillah. But there's so much more that needs to be done. So much more. Brothers and sisters, I want you to be very sincere. Put your hand up if you think this is an amazing thing that happened. Keep your hands up if you want to get involved in the da'wah from today. Keep your hands up if you would sacrifice your time for the da'wah. Also, keep your hands up if you see anything wrong in us and in you, we would command the ma'ruf wa bid the munkar. With good nasiha. Ad-deen wa nasiha. This is what we need. Gone are the days where we're too scared to talk to brothers and sisters because we're going to offend them. We do it in a nice way, according to the sunnah, because we love them. Al-mu'min miratul mu'min. We're mirrors of each other. If your sister doesn't have hijab, you don't have hijab. Your brother's not praying, you're not praying. Your brother doesn't have a beard, you don't have a beard. Al-mu'min miratul mu'min. We don't have individualism, we're together, one. And that's why he says mistakes in us, you fix it straight away. I'll give you my number. You have our email. We must love each other. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, we will not attain Jannah unless we love one another. Now keep your hands up, brothers. If you're also willing, as best as you can, to fund for the da'wah as well. To fund for the da'wah. Give some money for the da'wah. Put your hands down, brothers. Now this is the part, inshallah, where we're going to try and raise some funds as well. Inshallah. But most importantly, we want your names and your details before you leave this mosque for you to get involved in the da'wah. For us to do a da'wah training course in this area. To create the structure in this area so we give da'wah regularly and as best as we can as an ummah united. That's the most important thing. But we also know if you want 500 million of these, it doesn't cost shirt buttons. It costs money. We know this. And we have to fund ourselves. And we do, even many of the volunteers have even given money for the whole project too. People even work within iERA. So I'm going to ask brothers, who can give an amount? We're going to start with one-off amount, and then we're going to start with small amounts. Yes, brothers? Brothers will give £50, mashallah. Anybody else who could give small amount or big amount? £5, mashallah. £100, mashallah. £10, mashallah. £100. £20. £50, mashallah. £20, mashallah. £10, mashallah. Now before you continue, and I know another 100 hands are going to come up, inshallah. There's a Christian organization in America, brothers, listen to this. And sisters, there's a Christian organization in America called Campus Crusade for Christ. Do you know how much money they raise for their dean of shirk? £500 million. One organization. And they fund 25,000 missionaries. And they raise £500 million. Do you know how much money we raised last year for the da'wah? We don't know. Because in their account, it goes under the category of other. Or miscellaneous. Or unknown. We want to save souls, brothers. And this is the most important thing. If we saw even our cats running towards the fire, what would we do? Stop, cat, stop! What our fellow human beings are doing now, we need to stop them. And don't forget about the reward, brothers and sisters. Imagine the money that you gave contribute to this CD, as an example. And this CD was given to a non-Muslim and they converted to Islam. You begin according to the hadith, reward for their prayer, for their fasting, for their hajj, for their dhikr, for the reading of the Quran. When they get married, you be getting reward for the good deeds he does to his wife. When they have children, you be getting the good deeds of those children. And when they have children, you be getting the reward for a generation after generation after generation. Does this sound like a great deal?
Yes.
Well, let's invest. Any more hands for one of the amounts, brothers? Yes, brothers. £20, mashallah. £5, mashallah. May Allah bless you all. Yes, brothers. £100, mashallah. £25, mashallah. £100, mashallah. £10, mashallah. Who could do 1,000? Come on, this was last year's Eid money. And you could do it over 12 months. You could split the £1,000 over 12 months, which is approximately £8 or £9 a month. No, rather it's £83 a month, sorry. Okay, any other one of the amounts, brothers and sisters? Yes, please. £50, may Allah bless you. £10, mashallah, may Allah bless you. Brothers and sisters, who likes Coca-Cola and chicken wings? Everyone, yes? Now, who's willing to sacrifice Coca-Cola and chicken wings every day for the dawah? This, brothers, is approximately around £30 a month. Who's willing to give standing orders £30 a month? Put your hand up if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4 brothers. MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. 5 brothers, may Allah bless you. 6 brothers, may Allah bless you. Okay, now who's willing to sacrifice Coca-Cola and a chocolate? Which is about £20 a month. Who could do £20 a month? Brother at the back, may Allah bless you. What about the sisters? Because the sisters always give more than the brothers. Always. Any news from the sisters? Brothers with the radio? Inshallah, maybe we get good news from them too. Okay, brothers. Who could do £15 a month or £10 a month? Put your hand up, please. 1, 2, mashallah. 3 brothers. Mashallah, may Allah bless you. And don't forget, and especially to the sisters, where we've had this before, which is quite funny, that they've given their gold. Wallahi, during June, or even just a few days ago, we just saw all my amount of gold. We were shocked. The sister said, yeah, I don't need this on my hand anymore. It's tabarruk anyway. I'm going to give it for the deen. I can't understand your writing, actually. I do apologize. I think the guy's starting to read and write Chinese now. Oh, yes. And you know the forms that you have, brothers, please give them to the volunteers, the brothers with the iERA t-shirts, if you can. MashaAllah, may Allah bless the sisters. One sister has donated £500. Surely one brother could match that in that room. And I won't advise her husband to do it, because that would be £1,000. Inshallah, brothers. £500 from the brother, mashallah. That's amazing. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you, brothers. But what's the most important thing, brothers, is to actually get involved in the dawah. That's the most important thing. Because this is why we're doing it. This is why we want to use the money to get involved in the dawah. Because who's going to give the CDs to your next door neighbor? You are. Who's going to give the dawah? You are. You are the dawah. And that's the important thing. That's the thing that must be resonating in your mind when you come out of this mosque. That we need to get involved in the dawah. And to sacrifice for the dawah if we don't have time for the dawah. To make dua for the dawah too. Because it defines who we are, inshallah. Do you want to take over? Yes? Okay, brothers and sisters. MashaAllah, this mosque is very full. May Allah bless you. I hope you have benefited from the presentations and talks that you've had today. It has motivated you. Actually, put your hand up if you feel motivated. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. This is what the deen does, you see. Okay, brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you, may Allah love you.